Depression Fabian strengthens, affecting the southwest monsoon and bringing heavy rains over parts of the country. Amid continuing concerns over the Delta variant, the government has extended the travel ban on 8 countries. Speaking at the APEC Informal Leaders Meet last night, Duterte reiterated the call for equitable vaccine distribution and the unified vaccination recognition for international travel. And despite strong opposition, the majority of the members of PDP Laban pushed through with their National Assembly and formally rejected a resolution removing 3 party officials. And in entertainment, Blackpink's main vocalist Rosé received a special gift from John Mayer after her soulful cover of his song, Slow Dancing in a Burning Room. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Charles Lejano. Tropical Depression Fabian slightly intensified while moving towards the eastern limit of the Philippine Area of Responsibility, or PAR. To give us the latest, we have Pag-asa weather forecaster Raymond Ordinario joining us over the phone. Good morning, Raymond. Thanks for joining us this morning. Could you tell us where TD Fabian is currently located?
Yes, Charles, good morning. And as of our latest bulletin, as of 4 a.m., the center of Tropical Depression Fabian was estimated around 1,365 kilometers east of extreme northern Luzon, having a maximum sustained winds of 55 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness that may reach up to 70 kilometers per hour. And now it's currently moving on a north-northeastward direction at a speed of 15 kilometers per hour. Because of that, by tomorrow early morning, we're going to expect TD Fabian around 1,370 kilometers east of extreme northern Luzon. Charles?
Now, Raymond, could you tell us which are the specific areas that stand to be affected by this tropical depression?
Due to the distance or due to the proximity of the tropical depression Fabian, it has no direct effect on any parts of the country. However, in the coming days or maybe starting tomorrow, we're going to expect rains due to the enhancement of the southwest monsoon. Since there is the presence of TD Fabian might enhance the effect of the southwest monsoon, that will bring scattered to widespread rains over most parts of Luzon starting tomorrow.
Raymond, does that also mean that you're expecting that Fabian might even further intensify?
Yes, Fabian, since it is over the ocean, so it will going to intensify further. So based on our latest bulletin, it might reach typhoon intensity on the 21st of July. So, but still, there's a slim chance that it will approach near landmass of the Philippines.
Right, so might become a typhoon on the 21st, but then based on the latest track, Raymond, do we expect Fabian to make landfall?
As of now, we're not going to, we have a slim chance or maybe no chance at all of making landfall to any parts of the country. But it is heading towards the general direction of southern Japan area. So that's what we're looking on based on our latest forecast.
Raymond, are there any other weather disturbances worth noting that might affect the Philippines today and in the coming days?
So right now, we are not monitoring any low pressure area, but we're now looking on the possible impact of the enhancement of the southwest monsoon that might be brought by the presence of TD Fabian on the northern boundary of our Philippine area of responsibility.
Thanks for that, Raymond. That was Pag-asa weather forecaster Raymond Ordinario. 16 new cases of the more infectious Delta variant were reported on Friday, 11 of which are locally acquired. Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez gives us a front seat to the big story.
Of the 16 new Delta variant cases announced on Friday, 5 are returning overseas Filipinos or ROFs, and 11 are considered locally acquired cases. Of the ROFs, 1 arrived from the United Kingdom on April 26, 2 arrived from Qatar on June 15. All 3 were quarantined and have since recovered. And the DOH is still verifying the details of the 2 remaining ROFs. Meanwhile, of the local cases, 6 are from northern Mindanao where a large cluster was identified, 2 from western Visayas, 2 from Metro Manila including 1 who died, and 1 from Central Luzon. The one who died passed away after being rushed to a hospital in Manila on June 28. Including 19 cases that were previously announced, there are now 35 confirmed cases of Delta variant in the country. The Department of Health is refusing to classify it as local transmission, saying it needs to investigate the linkages between the cases first. But experts have been warning that the Delta variant is a lot more transmissible than previous variants.
Madali siyang kakapit at mabilis siyang dumami. Yung UK variant, 2 or 3 lang pwedeng mahawaan. Ito pwedeng 5 hanggang 8.
The DOH has also asked local government units to step up their contact tracing efforts and do back tracing for the Delta carriers.
Kailangan po makita natin yung ma-expand natin up to the maybe third generation kung kakayanin para magawa po natin at makita natin kung sino pa yung apektado.
First identified in India, the Delta variant is causing a deadly surge in Indonesia, which is now seen as the new virus epicenter in Asia. The IATF has already imposed a temporary travel ban on Indonesia, but the Delta cases were confirmed just a week after some lockdown rules were relaxed, including letting children go outside. Now experts are calling for a renewed ban on social gatherings.
We need to make sure that no mass gatherings are held, and even yung small social gatherings that are held within families or work groups.
The DOH also confirmed that one of the Delta carriers was already fully vaccinated against COVID-19. I'm Pamela Vasquez and we are One News.
The government has extended travel restrictions on passengers from 8 countries until the end of the month. The countries with active travel bans to the Philippines include India, Pakistan, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Oman, the United Arab Emirates, and Indonesia. The Bureau adds that the ban also covers passengers with travel history in those countries within the last 14 days before arriving in the Philippines, while transiting passengers or those who only passed through these countries for a layover are exempted from the travel ban. As the COVID-19 situation in Indonesia worsens, some Filipinos are seeking repatriation. But with the current travel ban in place, fellow Filipinos are left to look out for one another in the meantime. Jen Kalimon with the story.
With over 57,000 new cases in a single day, Indonesia is now considered the new coronavirus epicenter in Asia. More than 700 of these infections are Delta variant cases. But it's not just the more transmissible strain. Compliance to health protocols has been low.
Majority of the hospitals are overwhelmed, and sometimes wala na talagang mga rooms. Even they are really overwhelmed, including ambulances. Wala. Kahit na yung may mga sakit na iba, mahirap makapasok sa hospital ngayon.
Filipinos there are also affected. Almost 1,000 Filipinos are working as teachers, engineers, and accountants in Indonesia. The Philippine Embassy in Indonesia reports at least 5 Filipinos in Indonesia have died due to COVID-19. In the midst of the crisis, Filipinos in Indonesia find comfort in each other's arms through bayanihan care packages.
We established what we call a Filipino Viber group. The Viber group has over 1,000 Filipino members now. And with this, mga kababayan natin, maraming tatanong whether about health protocols, mga inquiries about repatriation back to the Philippines.
The Indonesian government is also extending help by including Filipinos in their vaccination program. But OFWs there are more concerned with the current travel ban from the Philippines.
This is where kailangan ng tulong. Kailangan ng tulong in the sense that yung iba gusto na talagang umuwi. And we've seen this since May, no?
Some Filipinos worry about the possible sanctions they might face once their work permit expires. Their only request is to be repatriated.
Yung pinaka-importante is yung repatriation back to the Philippines, also to ease yung flights from Indonesia to Manila para naman po makauwi yung ating mga kababayan.
The Philippine Embassy in Indonesia assures Filipinos they will help in extending employment visas while waiting for the travel ban to be lifted. Reporting for News 5, Jen Kalimon, we are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after a quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. President Rodrigo Duterte reiterated his call for equitable access to COVID-19 vaccines during the 2021 APEC Informal Leaders Retreat. In his speech, President Duterte noted that over 80% of vaccines have gone to rich countries, leaving developing countries with so little supply. Duterte said that global economic recovery hinges on efficient and effective mass vaccinations worldwide. He also urged APEC member countries to resist imposing barriers on the free flow of vaccines and related products.
We must act with resolve and urgency and hold ourselves accountable to our own public pronouncement and policies. I say this in earnest. We must get our priorities straight. How can nations have stockpiles of weapons that can destroy us all, but not have ready reserves of life-saving vaccines and medical supplies for sharing that can save us all?
The chief executive also stressed the importance of internationally recognized digital vaccination certificates to reopen international travel amid the pandemic.
APEC must also take initiative to facilitate international travel while safeguarding public health. It is about time that we consider arrangements on the use of internationally recognized digital vaccination certificates that are scientific, verifiable, and non-discriminatory.
Some members of PDP Laban pushed through with their National Assembly despite opposition from their top officers. The ruling party also rejected Manny Pacquiao's resolution that removed 3 officers from the party. Jenny Dongon with the story.
PDP Laban's majority has spoken. Vice Chairman and Energy Secretary Alfonso Cusi, Deputy Secretary General Melvin Matibag, and Membership Committee Head Asha Naik will stay on as party members. In a National Council meeting in Clark, Pampanga, 139 of the 159 members rejected the resolution filed by the party's National Executive Committee recommending the 3's expulsion for violating party laws. Senator Manny Pacquiao heads the party panel.
I move to declare that illegal resolution, that they are considered to be void, not in accordance with the party constitution.
Even members of the House manifested their support for Cusi as factions deepen within the ruling party. But for Secretary Cusi, this is not a time for disparities.
I call for party unity and respect for our party constitution. Let us not allow personal ambition to dictate our party members.
A new set of PDP Laban officers are set to be elected in tomorrow's National Assembly. Matibag once again insisted that the 2 event they organized is legal and authorized based on the party's constitution, contrary to the claims of Senators Pacquiao and Coco Pimentel.
They can always question, but at the end of the day, it is the constitution of the PDP Laban that will govern.
Matibag also denied claims that they are going to expel other members during the assembly. He says even Pimentel and Pacquiao were invited to join.
Sinasabi nila, wag kayong attend, wag kayong pumunta kasi illegal, but they cannot point on a provision of the constitution ng PDP Laban na violate po nito. Wala po.
PDP Laban members have the option to attend the events virtually and physically. President Duterte, who sits as PDP Laban chairman, is also expected to attend Saturday's assembly. For News 5, Jenny Dongon, BR1 News.
On to some entertainment news. John Mayer has set Blackpink's Rosé a pink electric guitar as a thank you gift for covering one of his songs. The gift comes after Rosé's recent cover of Mayer's 2006 song, Slow Dancing in a Burning Room, on a South Korean variety show. And Rosé took to Instagram to share a few images for a brand new guitar with the caption, "Life is complete." She also thanked the Grammy Award-winning musician for the Roxy Pink electric guitar. The Silver Sky model, which was designed in collaboration with Mayer, retails at around $2,000 US. In response, Mayer says he should be the one thanking the K-pop idol for her, quote, gorgeous song cover.
You try to hit me, just to hurt me so we're going down.
And that's how the day is shaping up to be. Join us again later at 10 a.m. as we continue to monitor the biggest stories from sunrise to sundown. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Just register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.